Today is a Gemma day. In this video, we are going to install and run Gemma for E4B model with OpenClaw by using Ollama based model. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Let's get right into it and I will explain all of these components as we go. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have this GPU card NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM. I will also show you the VRAM consumption. The reason why I am showing you my VRAM is that because we are going to first install Ollama and then we are going to download the model, so you would need the GPU. I am going to go with E4B flavor of this Gemma 4 model, and as I have explained in detail in this previous video that this new Gemma 4 consists of 4 models in this family. We already have seen 31 billion, and in this one we are going to check out this E4B. Let me give you the exact model card. So this is the model which we are going to use in this video. Let's go back. Our Ollama is installed. Let's pull this from Ollama Gemma for E4 billion. If you want to go with any other model, you can simply just go here on Gemma 4 page of Ollama and then get any other of your choice. You can even go with a smaller one if you like, but I just want to cover this flavor in this video. And then we will be installing OpenClaw and integrating it with that. Now, while it downloads that model, let's talk more around what exactly is this E4B version and what is meant by E4B. So, this is the edge optimized variant that runs at an effective 4 billion parameter footprint during inference while packing 8 billion total parameters with per layer embeddings. What it means in simple words is that the E stands for effective parameters, right? And not total parameters. The model has 8 billion total parameters, but during inference it only activates an effective 4 billion of that. And how does it do it? Through something called as per layer embeddings. What is per layer embedding? We will check out shortly. Let's go step by step, and you can see that my Ollama is installed and my model is all good and running on my local system. Okay, next step here is to install OpenClaw. And again, if you don't know what OpenClaw is, and then it is our go-to open source agentic platform or harness these days. It runs a persistent local gateway, connects to any OpenAI compatible endpoint including Ollama, and gives your model tools, memory, skill, and messaging integration. We have done like more than 70 videos on OpenClaw already in the last 1 month or so, or 2 months I guess now, and you can check out it with Ollama, its security consideration, various flavors, and also integration with Quen and LM Studio. So I'm not going to go into the detail of what OpenClaw is. We're just going to install it here. If you haven't got all the prerequisites like node and stuff, it is going to install it. It is going to take a couple of minutes. Now, while that happens, let's talk more around that model. So I was talking about what is per layer embedding, right? So instead of making the model deeper or wider, Google gave each decoder layer its own small dedicated embedding for every token. These embedding tables are large in storage, but they are just lookup tables, fast, cheap, low memory. The result is a model that behaves like a 4 billion parameter model at runtime in terms of speed and memory usage, but carries the knowledge and capability of a much larger model because all these embeddings are doing real work. Again, it's not a quantization trick or a pruning shortcut. It's a fundamental architectural choice designed specifically for edge deployment like phones, laptops, and look, I know that it's an overkill that I'm using 80 GB, and the only reason is that I used it for my previous video where we did that 31 billion model of Gemma 4, and that requires more than 60 GB of VRAM, so I had to go with 80 GB. I'm just reusing that VM of GPU with from Massed Compute. If you're also looking to rent a GPU, VM, or CPU on very good prices, I will drop the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. You don't have to buy it, just rent it for a fraction of cost. Please stop saying in the comments that no one has H100. I don't have it, I rent it, right? but then you can run it anything locally on the system, doesn't matter where it is located. Okay, I hope that now we know what we are doing. Let's go back and see what is happening. Okay, so that's good. It is now asking for all the prompting. I'm not going to go sorry, into the detail of what OpenClaw configuration is. We have done heaps of videos on it. I'm just selecting the provider here. I'm just going to select our good old friend Ollama, and yes, I'm using this default IP and port, and I just want to go with local. Ollama doesn't really sound good with the remote models, so it is just going with the default. I don't want to go with. I'm just going to select this one. Thankfully they have improved this interface, so I have selected my E4B. Now here is the thing, sometimes even when you select everything all right, even then it doesn't work. If that happens, just go to my channel, I'm sorry for that, and then just search with OpenClaw, not this. Watch this first video, go to its first pinned comment, get the config file and replace the model name. That's it, and restart the gateway. So sometimes, still it's an issue with some of the stuff. So don't worry, just get that config file. The link is there. I'm just going to skip all the rest of the stuff here and just to go default, press spacebar, press enter, and then I don't want any other API keys at the moment. And that should install our gateway service, which integrates your core OpenClaw with your channels, with your medium. And I'm just going to do this later, and that should finish it up. So let's wait, and that's all done. So OpenClaw is installed, Ollama is installed, model is integrated. We are all set to go. You can also verify the model by running this list command, and it is going to show you what exactly is running on your system. Takes a bit of a time, first time to start. And there you go. So our E4B is running. This is a context lens and it's all running local. Everything is configured and ready. First up, now let's do a coding test. So I'm just going to launch this OpenClaw TUI, and we can just say hello to, be nice to OpenClaw plus this model. It is dilly-dallying at the moment. And once, there you go. So our model is running Ollama Gemma 4. Now what I intend to do is to make it a bit harder for this model. This is a index.html file, a self-contained file which I created earlier during this video from its 31 billion parameter model. Now what this file is showing you is an ant colony. So in this test, I want the model to read existing code, understand this complex simulation of ant colony, and then make some surgical edits and writing back a working file, all without breaking the existing simulation. So you see, there is daytime happening where the motion of the ant is quite good, and then this is the night where the motion has become a bit lethargic, and then there is a trail. There are other phenomena which is happening, which you can check in another video where I have done it. So I will just let it here. We will just go back to our terminal, and I'm going to paste that prompt. Okay, I think I would just have to paste it in multiple times. Let me do that. I have already copied this index.html file in its workspace, and I am telling it that it's an ant colony emergence simulation. It needs to add a speed control slider and then button to toggle between day and night manually, and then increase the maximum population to 500, also population graph, save the modified file, and do not summarize, make all changes and save it. So let's see how much hobnobbing it does. It has already read the file, it is making the changes, and now it is going to create that complete updated block of code, and then it is going to uh, use edit tool to replace the entire content of index. So let's wait for it to finish. I'm not sure if let me check the VRAM consumption. There you go. So this model in its quantized format consumes this much VRAM, like more than 15,000. This is higher because it also includes the KV cache. Okay, so let me close this and then let's wait for it to finish and then we will check out the output. And meanwhile, what you can do, you can like this video, subscribe, just move that mouse and become a member if you really want to help out. And also follow me on X, please. So I have just gone from around 1000 to 3000 in few days. So I very much, I'm grateful, but I think it's really good to make it more decent. Okay, let's go back and wait for that to come back and I'll show you. I waited for a bit. It didn't do anything, so I have asked it where is the file. This is not a model issue. This is basically OpenClaw just going sideways, and now it is going to produce that file. I think this is just waiting for me to give it a nudge. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Another thing I noticed that I asked it to increase the maximum population to 500, but if you go here, it is talking about population cap at 50. So I will let it write it first and then I will let it know that is it quantization issue of model or if it's an OpenClaw issue, we'll ask it. Let's wait. And sometimes I have seen that in their rush to release the model in the quantized format, various creators, including Ollama, they just rush. So the quality of quantization of a very good model sometimes just goes sideways. That is why I always do the first video on these models with the full precision to make sure that we actually see the brilliance of the model. Because to be honest, you can never ever trust a quantized version of a model, and that is why I always suggest that in a production environment, never use a quantized version. You never know what has been pruned, what has been shrunk, or that sort of stuff. Anyway, I'm just I think now going on and on. But as I said, if you really want to see the full blown model, just check out this video. This was really good. Okay, now I'm going to pause and just let it finish and then we'll check out the resultant file. And there you go, it has updated the file and it has done the update in place. Let me go here and then just reload this. Okay, let me see if it is the same file. Sorry, it is in my code directory, as you can see. And let me copy the file from the workspace directory. So I'm just going to copy the index file from the workspace. Hopefully it will be updated now. There you go. So you can see there is a slider. I can quickly see the slider is there, you see, and the speed, it has sped up. There you go, the speed has increased. Let me, even it is showing the population too. So let's decrease it. Very nice. So slider works. Let's toggle day and night. There you go. Very nice. So we can do it manually now. And as soon as it is night, you can see that it has slowed down. Let me go here. I think this is where it's not working, I guess. It has stopped. But I think it has done well. I'm asking too much from a quantized model. There you go. Let's toggle it. It has slowed down. How good is that? The coding test, I think, just like its big brother 31 billion, it is doing well. Let's do a quick multilingual. So for the multilingual, I'm asking it to translate this sentence, let peace prevail everywhere for everyone, and I mean it, everyone and everywhere, into, okay, sorry, I'll just remove this previous typo. And there are all the languages which you guys have also shared, which I have got from across the globe in every continent. I just have added Afrikaans from South Africa and this TV from Ghana and Gutnish from Sweden on the request of some of the viewers and subscribers and members. Now there are various other languages, so I'm going to run this, and if you don't see your language here, let me know in the comments. I will include them in next video, but do me a favor and check out the response of the model just to make sure that it has done the translation right. Remember, it's a quantized version, but a good one, it seems. Anyway, I will wait for it to come back and then we will check out. Okay, so it has started giving me the translation, and I see some of the mistakes here and there, but I will let you be the judge. Some of them is quite correct. It is also repeating, maybe due to the quantization quality, and that is the problem with a lot of these providers like Ollama, Unsloth, LM Studio. I think they should take their time to before releasing this, but anyway, most of it is okay. But let me know, what do you think? I can't really check out each and every language, so you can pause the video and check. It is streaming it seems, and then repeating some of the languages, but you can check the last one. There you go. So Scandinavian languages look pretty cool to me. Some of African is okay. And very interested in checking out this TV language because it's a very low resource one, just like Gutnish. And this is African, and this is Kippish. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. So look, I think Google has done well. I mean, and now you know how to get it integrated with OpenClaw and Ollama. Any issues, let me know in the comments. I will continue my coverage of this amazing release from Google. Stay tuned. I will be covering rest of the variants, plus another surprise thing I'm going to provide you. I'll break the surprise. Stay tuned. I will also be sharing a fine-tuning video on this Gemma 4 with your own custom local dataset, so that you can fine-tune this model on your own. So stay tuned. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X. Thank you for all the support.